Next month, our first guest will join the ranks of Clooney, Laurie, and McDreamy when he relinquishes his pretend medical license and goes back to being a non-doctor actor, maybe forever. You can see the final season of The Good Doctor Tuesday nights here on ABC. Please welcome Freddie Highmore. It's always a pleasure.
I brought
How
you
is life?
something.
Oh, you did? You brought me something.
Well, seeing as I'm retiring as a surgeon, I was getting rid of some of the old equipment that I have no need for. And you actually gave me this, and I figured I should return it to its rightful owner.
You're re-gifting it back to me?
Yeah, re-gift.
Not sure how I feel about that to start with. Oh, yes, I remember this. Oh, yes, this is, what's it called again?
The orchidometer.
The orchidometer. This is a device that pediatricians use.
Yeah, I think all ages. I think you could get some, use out of it if you need to.
To measure testicles. What they do is they squeeze the this, and then they compare it to you. And
it's got me in trouble in the last year since.
I'm sure it has. Yeah.
Not for that reason.
You know what?
I haven't used it on people.
What have you been doing with it?
Well, like, you gave it to me and I put it in my pocket and I went and got back on the plane. But before I got on the plane, the TSA guy was like, what is this? And he pulls it out like you did, bead by bead.
Yeah.
Out of my pocket. And yeah.
Did you explain what it was?
Yeah, I said Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, you blamed it on me.
Yeah. So that I could test people's testicles.
Was that helpful at all?
He didn't seem amused. I think he was just like, fine.
Did you give him a little squeeze just to show him what...
No, but he got his hand down in the belt. You know, they do that thing. Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, they always do. Do they not
Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you right now, they never do that to me.
They always get right in there.
Never been touched. Why are they putting their hand on your belt?
I don't know. They were trying to find out what's in there.
Are you telling me, so like in the last 10 times you've been on a flight, you've gotten a hand put in there?
Just only in the TSA line, not.
Oh, yeah.
I would say 5 out, I'd say like a half. Half of the time they go in the belt. No, I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Guillermo, do you have that experience?
No. No, never.
And I'm not fooling around. I just want to say, does the audience, you guys have that experience?
Yeah.
Okay, you are being inappropriately touched by TSA.
Now I'm realizing what's really been going on.
Wow, that is remarkable. Maybe it's a thing, maybe they don't do it to Americans. Maybe they hear the accent and they go, we better check him out.
Yeah, they trust you more, yeah.
You shot The Good Doctor. I guess it's over now in Vancouver. So you spent a good deal of your life living up there. And are you going to miss being up there?
Yes, yeah, I will. I mean, I miss the crew. They were wonderful. You know, everyone's become such a family in the cast. I feel like my one regret is never embracing my full, Canadian outdoorsy personality that was probably in there somewhere, but...
Did you feel like you wanted to break out and...
They'd say, have you been camping? And I'd be like, yeah, I've been camping. And they'd say, well, have you gone backcountry camping and walked for 2 days and carried all your stuff and fought off bears and put out your tent and do a cold plunge in the river and then go back home? I'm like, no, I haven't done that. And the cold plunge is just not, I don't know, they tell you you're going to get a good buzz, but I feel there's plenty of other ways to get a good buzz that are just much more fun.
I couldn't be more on board with that notion. This cold plunge thing, I think about it for probably a total of 45 minutes a day. And the more I'm against it, the more everyone else around me is for it, trying to say, oh, it's so great for you. And they have no evidence of this. There have been no studies have been done to determine that it's great for you.
Have you ever done it? Or you've
I have done it, and I'm going to tell you something, it's terrible. Because it's, you know what it is you're getting in really very, very cold water.
Yeah, and you go down several numbers on the oximeter.
Yeah, you really go.
It's a real...
Guy's putting his hand down there. Well, I don't know where they are, but...
Did you cold plunge recently, sir? Yes, I did. Oh, that makes sense.
And not to get personal, but... no, well, we already have, I guess. My wife likes this cold plunge thing. Like, she'll go to the gym to go into the cold plunge thing. And yet, she won't get in the pool unless I heat it up to 85. This drives me insane.
Fair enough.
Good, I'm glad you're against cold plunging, although I do like that outdoor environment up there in Vancouver.
Yes.
And you will move back to the UK, I assume?
Back to the UK, yeah. The cold plunge. I need to get back into... So last time I was here, I told you about my exercise bike debacle.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've given that away now.
Yes.
So now I'm going to go back into classes, but I'm a little bit worried because the reason I got an exercise bike in the first place was because I had a terrible experience in a spinning class here in LA.
You didn't tell me that story, did you?
No, I haven't told you this one.
What happened?
Well, at first I just thought I was in the wrong place because it was very dark, it was loud. I thought I was in a club. And then my eyes adjusted and I realized, oh no, this is where I'm meant to be, spinning away. And there was a seat, a little free bike towards the front. And so I go up there and settle in. I thought I'd be right next to the teacher and that was the best place to be. Little did I know that was where you're meant to lead everyone. And so everyone looks to you to be followed. She said, like, you good at the front? And I was like, yeah, probably for the best, thinking that she was gonna help me out. But then it started and I was actually, but at the start I was actually pretty good. Because I was going faster than anyone else in the room, doing double time. You know, you're meant to do it to the music. I could do it twice as fast. Everyone's looking at me. This guy's great. We thought he was a pasty Brit, but no, he's bringing it. The teacher, she was like, you got to turn it up. You got to turn it up, buddy. Turn it up. And I thought she was talking about the music. So I was like, yeah, let's turn this up. Like, I got it. And unfortunately, it was not about turning up the music, but my knob, the dial thing on the... she came over and grabbed the dial thing, and unfortunately, I was just at a very bad resistance. And then
you were at a low resistance, and so that's why you were able to go fast.
Exactly.
Did she have to tell people that? I mean, would anyone have known your knob was misaligned at that? I mean, would anybody have known besides her?
I don't know. I feel like we can get a testicle or penis reference into every single story.
I hope so. I hope so. You were, in a way, you were spin shamed at this class.
I was, yeah. TSA line shamed, spin shamed. This is why I need to just get back home.
Do you think at this point, because you could be a doctor if you had, instead of been on the show, gone to medical school?
It probably would have been a better use of my time.
It definitely now looking back, yeah, it would have been better for sure. Do you think you could perform a minor surgery? And I'm not talking about like brain surgery. I'm talking about something simple.
Yeah, I mean, last week I did a 10-minute abdominal surgery, in and out. You know, yeah, easy.
You mean on on the set you did a?
Yes, yeah, on the set. No, we've got so there's dummy bodies and then there's real bodies that we have on the set. And I'm pretty good with the dummy bodies, but unfortunately with the real bodies, they only go in occasionally so they can see their faces and I forget that they're real and so end up prodding them with various pieces of medical equipment that I shouldn't. The pulse lavage was a recent one. It's like this, do you know what a pulse lavage is? Probably.
Of course, but tell them.
It's like a sort of jackhammer that squirts water. I was actually banned from using it in season 2 because I got too enthusiastically into it in season 1. And it was so aggressive, they were like, take that away from him. But in the last season, they're like, fine, he can get his pulse lavage back. And so I wanted to do a good job, and I was, trying to work out how to use it. And then put it down, and the real patient was there, and I squirted them with water. And they, jumped up. And obviously, if you're under anesthesia, that's not really what's meant to happen. So the pulse lavage was confiscated again. I should have brought you that too.
You know what? I'm going to get you a pulse lavage to take back to England with you. Guillermo, do we go run and see if we have a pulse lavage?
All right, I'll go check right now.
All right, Freddie Highmore is here with us. The final season of The Good Doctor, Tuesday nights here on ABC. We'll be back with Freddie after this. We are back with Freddie Highmore from The Good Doctor. This is the final season of the show. Are you happy with the ending of the show? It's a big deal, the ending of a show that's been on 7 years.
It is. I think we all feel lucky we kind of knew it was the end, so we could write towards something that was that feels meaningful and rounds up everyone's stories satisfying.
And you felt it did that?
Yeah, and it's pretty emotional. I mean, our last day was Friday. We had the wrap party Sunday, and it's odd to be saying goodbye to people that you've become so close to for so long.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah. And especially because I would imagine that most of you were living in a town you didn't live in, so it makes everybody closer in some ways.
Exactly. Yeah.
Your character had a baby on the show, and is the baby played by like two babies? Is that the...
Yes, I think we've had even more than... I mean, when the baby was born, that was the end of last season, and then this season we started filming kind of 9 months later, so they had to just get a baby that hadn't even been conceived when we originally had our baby.
Oh.
And then, yeah, we've got two main ones, Finn and Matteo, who kind of trade in and out.
Oh, two main babies.
Yes,
you know
and
the
then a few
babies'
other
names.
ones,
Dude, which
yeah.
one do you like better, Finn or Matteo?
They're each good at different things.
What's Matteo's forte?
They're both really lovely babies. I feel their parents will be watching. Like,
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah, he told us he liked us when he said goodbye on Sunday, but did he really?
Well, now they know you didn't. Yeah. How old were you when you made Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh, thank you. I was like maybe 11, 12. I can't quite remember.
I watch
Definitely
that
lower.
movie with my kids all the time. And then sometimes I'll get pictures of us together, and I'll go, "Look, he's grown up now, and I know him." And they don't really understand at all what I'm talking about.
I think you just use this to, point to them and explain the transitions
we're gonna get
over
a lot. I'm
time.
going to be wearing this home. Yeah. And do you like at that age? You even remember? Because I remember stuff from when I was that age, but not that much stuff.
I mean, the sets were amazing. I always remember the sets being beautiful and kind of surreal, just walking onto them. They were spectacular, and they built everything for real. And, I mean, there was the little chocolate river thing that unfortunately was made of toothpaste rather than chocolate and started to smell after a couple of weeks. So that wasn't so good. But the rest of it was amazing. It was truly remarkable.
You, and all these years later, now you've made the sequel, and you brought the world-exclusive trailer premiere.
I have.
For the new movie, and should we just roll it? Anything need to be said?
I feel like it'll introduce itself.
All right.
I guess.
Here we go.
19 years ago, a boy inherited a factory.
It's beautiful.
And now, the gates are open once more.
Hello, children. My name is Charlie Bucket, and welcome to my chocolate factory. Wow. Pretty sweet, huh?
Unwrap the magic.
And my one and only Oompa Loompa.
You kids fancy some yummy methamphetamine? More for me.
Meet new friends.
What's that? It's the unknown. I am relieved you see her too.
Savor a delicious new chapter.
This doesn't look like the pictures.
I made that using ChatGPT. Everything here is created by ChatGPT. Candy is good, candy is mouth, sweet is fun, and we love to imagination.
With the boy who got everything he ever wanted.
Where's the candy?
A juice box and one jelly bean.
This is sad.
Sad? When I was your age, I would have loved a jelly bean. I grew up in a roofless shack. My grandparents slept in one bed.
All of them?
All of them. The smell was... Whew. But did I complain? No. Because I had a dream. A dream to own my own chocolate factory. You're the only one who gets me, unknown.
Discover the true story.
I'm gonna level with you kids. The factory never really took off after Wonka gave it to me. I was 10. I did my best, but I was in way over my head, and considering all of that, I'd say, look at this place. I've done pretty darn swell.
Can we go?
You misunderstand, children. You've won. Congratulations, the factory's yours.
Let's kill him.
Candy is gone.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Part 2.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that with us. Freddie Highmore, everybody. The final season of The Good Doctor, Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock here on ABC. Thanks, Freddie. With Sherry